49er faithful and friends, if you're tuning in and watching, that means you're ready for the 49er Street Squad. All right, let's do this. How's everybody doing? Welcome, Niner Faithful, man. Well, finally here, man, making it happen. That's the 49er Street Squad, and I know you guys hear my title, 49er Street Squad, and, you probably think, am I the only one doing this? No, I'm not. I got a few friends that are going to be helping me out, but my name is Doug Williams, and I am the host. And without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce to you some special people that will be help hosting the show, and I want to go ahead and introduce to you right now. And so, he's a big Niner fan. He's loyal to the soil, and with his quick wit, he always has a comeback answer for introducing my man. Okay, here we go. I got to do it right. I got to do it with the Michael Buffer voice. Okay. All right, but introducing to you my man. Here we go. David Espinoza. Like that, Dave?
I like it.
All right. All right. Now, let me introduce the next squad member. This man is a diehard 49er fan, and if you ever say something crazy about the 49ers, he's going to let you know. He won't hesitate to give you an earful, So I would like to introduce to you, okay, Michael Buffer voice again. You ready? I'd like to introduce to you, Justin Santa. Bring him on. So
I like it. Let's go Niners.
Oh, you got it. Okay, I got my Buffer voice going on there too. All right, now this next person I'll introduce to you, his family. Man calls himself the voice of reason, and at Niner games, he's cheering on his red and gold loud and proud at every game. He's out there shouting, cheering the boys on, and I tell you, this guy, by the time the game's over, he ends up, almost losing his voice because he shouts the whole game, and that just shows all the passion that he has when he's watching the 49ers play. So let me go ahead in my Michael Buffer voice once again, introduce to you Jonathan Espinoza. Come on, everybody.
What's up, fam? What's up?
Yeah, what's up, bro? I hope that worked out, and I hope everybody heard it clearly. I know the channel actually has been kind of glitchy on me a little bit here, so I hope I'm just going to apologize now. If we have any kind of technical difficulties, I apologize for that. But yeah, guys, we're finally here, man. This is really special. You know what I'm saying? Really special. I can see I got my bling bling on and everything, and this is what I wear at the games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like ready. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You guys ready? You guys ready for this season?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Can't wait.
You ready?
All right, man. Yes, indeed. I'm just glad that we actually have once again another 49er platform out there for us to get together and talk about the San Francisco 49ers and of course the 49er faithful, out there. And I'm gonna put on the comments. I forgot I got comments right now, so I gotta throw the comments on right here. That way get some comments on the show. That'd be cool. Anyway, but it'd be nice to talk with the faithful, talk 49er talk, and we're just gonna have fun and just do our thing like we always do. You know what I'm saying? And let me see, man. We got some people coming in here, man. This is attractive. Let's go. All right. Hey, hold on a minute. I'm going to test this for a second. I never done it before. This is all new to me. I'm going to be honest with you. This is all new, but we got comments here. We got happiness is attractive in the house. Let's see. She said, oh, there she is. Let's go.
Oh.
That's my girl, Desiree. She's tuning in, man. That's awesome.
Cousin.
That's right. So anyway, guys, this is it, man. 2021. You know what I'm saying? This is the 49ers 75th, celebrating the 75 years, and man, I just can't wait. I just can't wait, man. I mean, like, how you guys feeling right now? Ready for camp? Camp's around the corner.
Oh yeah, can't wait to start seeing those videos come online. See how everybody's looking.
Exactly. We got a number 1 draft pick, Trey Lance. Backup quarterback. Looking to give Jimmy a little. He's looking over
kicking
his
that.
shoulders, a little challenge.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm excited for this preseason to start so we can get a chance to see Trey Lance.
Yeah, me too. I think everybody in 49er world is ready to see that guy do it, man, because, man, he's got an arm and it's really exciting and stuff to watch. But because it's our first show and, obviously not many people know a lot about us and stuff, I was going to take this time to, pick each one of you guys, and just basically just tell a little bit about yourself and basically, how you became a Niner fan. You know what I'm saying? Just so, people out there know who the, 49 Street Squad's all about, So anybody want to go first or should I just choose?
Go ahead, roulette, choose.
Roulette.
Okay. All right. Roulette, choose. Okay. I'm going to go with, I'll go with the man, David.
No.
David, are you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Man, talk to the 49er faithful, man. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, born and raised Niner fan, whole family, well, most of them. Always loved going to Candlestick, I think we all pretty much have the same memories of our favorite games there. Freaking all the playoff games.
Oh, yeah.
The Saints Niners were the catch. Was the catch? No. Catch 2?
For catch 2, yeah.
Catch 2, there you go. One of the catches.
But tell me,
I think the favorite one was the pick at the stick.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, David, hold that thought though, because you know what, because that obviously going to be one of my questions later, one of your favorite moments.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. You're getting
you get a little hit on me, but what I want to know, and 49er faithful and everybody that's watching, what was it when you how was it that you became a Niner fan? Like, when did you, this is my team, you know what I'm saying?
I think the first game when I saw, Frank Gore playing, so he's my favorite player. And,
Frank Gore. Yeah.
Frank the Tank.
The Tank. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, oh man, I was almost getting ready to go off track for a minute because I was going to talk about, meeting him in Miami and stuff. Y'all remember that? But I'm not gonna, I'll save that for later.
Well, okay, man, it's in all of our blood. We raised, we grew up at Candlestick in the parking lot, catching passes with each other. We were all playing ball in the parking lot as kids. We had no choice. We grew up watching it. We were at the games. We were there with our family and tailgates, and it was there. I don't, that's it. That's it. Gold blooded. That's us. And,
so
we're all season ticket holders now, and we we're there. We're there every Sunday. We're there. We're loud. You look on TV. We're there making noise. That's us.
Right on. So you pretty much talking like you became not a fan from birth.
Let's not talk about.
From birth, he was a 49er fan. He came out with the flag. I'm ready.
We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Justin. Well, see how Jonathan already kind of jumped over you. I was gonna go to you next, but Justin, go ahead. I'll give you the floor, man. Go ahead and
Yeah, my name's Justin. 36 years old. I mean, I've been a Niner fan ever since I can remember. I remember as a kid, my mom taking me to Candlestick, going to a bunch of games. Her getting me in the players' parking lot, getting photographs and autographs from players like Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Merton Hanks, Terrell Owens. So if it wasn't for my mom, who knows? I could have became a Bills fan.
Shots fired. On the intro, when they go here already on the intro, I was going to say it for episode 3 or something. All right, cousin. I love you, man.
Yeah, there it goes.
Right. I'm never going to hit into that one. Never.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, your mom. Yeah, Justin, you're right. Your mom's definitely had the hookup, man, with the 49ers back in them days. I remember that. a lot. You know, she would always get the hookup in the parking lots. You know, we used to, you know, like where the players would park right there alongside the Candlestick. You know, it was like, you know, it was fenced off. But you know, all of them would like show up in their cool cars, right? You know, driving there, you know, and you know,
we'd always tailgate right there in front.
Yeah,
so you know,
my memory about
right
that,
there by the fence.
Yeah, about the players' parking lot. We were at the gate, and we saw Jerry Rice backing out in his Ferrari. Boom!
Yeah,
hit the tail hitch, broke his tail light. Like, oh no!
He broke it. Wait a minute. Hold on, David.
He ran back into.
He broke his tail light.
Yeah, when he was backing out of his park. Yep.
What? I know what car you're talking about. I remember that because it said, what used to say his license plate said like World something, right? 80 World or World 80 or something like that, right?
I remember.
I know the car. I remember the car though. I remember that car was nice. But
I remember one time, you know, hanging by the fence, looking at all the players drive in.
Yep.
I saw this one car drive up. It was like a Mini Cooper, this tiny little car, and I was thinking that might be one of the coaches, or I don't know. And out comes Terrell Owens.
What? He was driving a Mini Cooper.
6'3", 230. Comes out this little tiny Mini Cooper. I couldn't believe it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I remember that.
Big, tall Terrell Owens coming out of a Mini Cooper. Was he a rookie that year? I mean, he did not.
About the show.
It was maybe a couple years in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's about that show.
Mini Cooper, man. I'm like really just trying to wrap my head around that right now, just thinking about it. You know, Terrell Owens, you know, coming in a Mini Cooper.
I know.
I mean, wow. I think now that we kind of talking about it, I remember, you know, one of the moments I remember when I when gotten access in the parking lot area. I remember, you know, the players obviously were coming out, you know, slowly but surely. And I didn't realize it, but where I was standing kind of by the entrance where they were coming out, you know, next thing I turned around and Steve Young was standing like right behind me, you know. And so I like turn around all excited. I'm like, yeah, Steve Young right here, you know, like, oh, like, man, what's up? You know, even though I didn't say that, I just kind of like turned. I was like, oh man, Steve Young, you know, I was excited. I didn't even ask for an autograph or nothing, but he was kind of standing there. He was just standing there talking to somebody, you know, probably one of them, you know, one of the news guys or something. I don't know, but yeah, that was always fun. Yeah, your mom definitely always had the hookup. I mean, she had connections, man. She knew a lot of the players. She knew a lot of the players. So, and I remember that.
She made friends with everyone.
Yeah, she still does. She knew the. I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sure she does. She probably hit me on the chat or something. But yeah, she knew the security guy that used to walk out. Bill Walsh, like he was like, you know, sort of like his little security escort on the field.
I remember.
Remember?
I remember. Yeah, I forget his name though.
Yeah, I know your mom knew him, you know, pretty good, and that's how, you know, she always kind of had the hookups and getting in the parking lot area and stuff. So yeah, I was.
I remember we used to make plates for somebody who used to work the gates, right? They always come over and we make them a plate and give them a drink.
The players would come out and eat some of the barbecue, man. I remember that. Right. Yeah, that was cool. Especially what was it's been a while, so I want to think offensive line. I think
Jeremy Newberry.
Yeah, I remember him, Newberry. But I also remember
his family came over a couple times.
Oh, nice. That's right.
I remember that. His sister, like his parents.
His family would be right next to us in the parking lot, you know, at the tailgate. They were like sort of like almost like, you know, a couple spaces over from us. So they were all like right there. I remember. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. And I remember like she knew a lot of players. Steve Wallace, you know, a lot of them offensive guys, you know, big guys and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, great memories, obviously, you know, great times. And like you said, you know, we've been at it, you know, we've been going to Candlestick, you know, when it was here. We go there a lot, man. It was really fun, you know, really it was just that place wasn't probably the most attractive, you know, kind of stadium, but a lot of magic happened there. You know what I'm saying? You know, Montana and everybody. So
yeah,
you know, good memory.
I miss Candlestick. I'll tell you that.
I miss Candlestick.
Oh yeah, that Sunday morning drive up 101. That's turn bend the corner, see the stadium. That was we knew it was on.
Right. Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, like I said, it was something just magical about it. You know what I mean? Because a lot, obviously, in the '80s, when the Niners were really on top of their game and pretty much beating everybody. I mean, that's where it all happened at. All the great games and stuff that happened in the playoffs that we had. I mean, man, that was the place, man. Now I have to say one thing I don't miss about Candlestick, and that's all the traffic getting in and out of there.
Yeah,
because man, the traffic. I mean, it seemed like there was
Especially
only
getting out of there.
There was only like one road, literally one road to get in,
and then turn around and send you out the same road.
Yeah. Exactly. But they were good about it though. I mean, they were good about getting cars in there, and they had organized pretty good, I guess, but we after the game was like we always would chill out there for a while and wait for most of them to get out, get on the road and stuff while we either barbecue some more or hang out,
Right.
I was just gonna say we used to light the grill again, eat again, sit there and hang out for a second before we go. Like you was traffic anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That's the one thing. Like, I'm not gonna get carried away with that right now. Let me stick to the script. Let me stick to the script.
Talk about it. Come on, that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about it.
I know. I'll bring it up later, okay? But because we're talking about Candlestick Park, okay, I want to ask you, and it doesn't have to be at Candlestick. It could be any moment of the 49er years, but back to what some of you guys already touched on a little bit. What was your most, memorable moment that you have of the 49ers? And I know there's a lot, but if you had to pick one or two, starting with you, David, what would you say is, a couple of moments that you like, man, that was like the game, or I'll never forget this, like what was that special moment that you love?
At the first one is the pick of the stick, the last game at Candlestick, send it off right.
Yeah, that was the
last game at Candlestick.
Yep.
Bowman. That was when Bowman got the interception.
Bowman got the pick,
he took off downfield.
4 or 5 yard line. Yep.
That was
95 yards.
classic. That was classic, man. That was classic. Yeah. Oh man, that was good. That was a good one. Yeah. All right. Do you have another one?
Like I said, that Niners Saints game, the catch 2. Man, that was a crazy game.
Vernon Davis, right?
That was a crazy game.
Back
and forth.
Was it Vernon Davis? That one?
Yeah, the one up to the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no, was it?
Oh, T.O.
T.O. was a catch 2, right?
I think it was the Packers game. Yeah.
Packers, pretty much almost the same end zone or something, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then catch 3 was Vernon Davis. My bad.
Yeah, the Vernon Post.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was a young to T.O. and then Alex Smith to Vernon Davis.
But yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. That because the brother came over, he had the ball, he was crying and everything was so emotional, it was crazy. I was just like,
I think they were both crying.
Like
they both did.
They both were crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a great game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. That was awesome. Okay, all right, Justin, give me a couple of memorable moments that you want to share that you remember at the old Stick or even Levi.
Right. My first one was I was at the game with my cousin Natalia. It was a playoff game against the Giants, and I think we were down like 38-14 or 28-3 in the first half. Then it got up to 38-14 in the third quarter or something. And Jeff Garcia brought him back.
Wow.
I was kind of giving up at the time, but Jeff Garcia brought him back. T.O. had a couple touchdowns. I remember he threw one to Ty Streets.
Ty Streets, wow, man.
Yeah, I remember.
Not about Ty Streets.
And then at the very end, when they took the lead, the Giants had a little bit of time to go down and kick a field goal, and they got into field goal range. And I think the snap, they had a bad snap, and the placeholder, he got up and he was trying to throw the ball. He threw it downfield. And it looked like it was pass interference, but it was illegal offensive lineman downfield or something like that, so they didn't call it, and the game was over. Yeah, it was crazy. I'll never forget that game.
Man,
I mean, my
that's a good
cousin
one,
Talia were
'cause-
going crazy.
That's a good one because
Yeah,
man,
that was. I think it was. I think it was a
mean,
wild card game. Wild card playoff
was
game.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Why? Yeah,
I remember. Oh yeah.
I can't
Remember that one?
Remember that
Oh
one.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was 2002 or 2003 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, 2002, 2003. Wow, man, oh, that's something. Oh, wow. I that's a good one. I don't even
Yeah.
you know, I'm up here thinking about it. That's a
Because there was a big deal about the pass interference or legal man downfield, right?
Right,
At the
right.
end of the game, it was
Because
a
the
big
Niner
deal
guy
about
basically tackled the guy before he can catch it, so we're thinking, oh, PI. But it was like a guard or a tackle that was down there. He shouldn't have been down there in the first place. So
that. Right. Something like that, right?
Oh,
yeah,
man,
so that was the game.
I
It
could
was
go back
awesome.
and research that one. Shoot, man, that one. Yeah, you caught me off guard on that game. I mean, I vaguely remember it. Kind of, but I just don't remember all those details. So yeah, that's a good one. All
Yeah,
right,
Jeff Garcia. Yep.
Yeah. All right,
That's
Jonathan, the man. All right. give us a couple
For
of
me,
moments here.
it's easy. The very best sporting event football game I've ever been to is that 49ers Saints playoff game. Before the kickoff, the place was rumbling. You could feel it. I remember looking around like, this is insane. I think it was the first playoff game, something like that, in a long time that we had been, or something like that. I remember it was just, nobody was sitting down. It was just loud. I loved it. I mean, you could, and then that first, some opening drive, something like that. Hittner hit, was it Pierre? What was the running back's name? Pierre Thomas. Fumble at the goal line. He deflects. We get the ball back. It just set the tone. The way that game ended, it was a 4 score changes in the last 3 minutes, something like that. That was the best sporting event I've ever been to, and I don't know how many Niner games we've been to, and so that's easily the most memorable moment at Candlestick for me. It was loud.
Yep. It was real loud. Yeah,
That was a great game.
I love that game.
I think
we were all together for that game too.
At that one.
I think so. I think so. We were. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
You're right.
Remember the tailgate.
That was exciting. That was exciting because
Yeah,
that was you're right. That thing was back and forth, and it was like I was like, man, Alex, can you find a way to pull this out, man? It was like, oh man, when he ran with the ball, I think running behind Staley, right?
Yep. He ran one around that left sideline.
Score that touchdown. Place went bonkers, man. But that dang Breeze, man, was like, we knew how good he was, and you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh man, can we stop this guy? But go down. Oh man,
it was Jimmy Graham and Darren Sproles killed us.
There you go. Yep, that's what those last two. That's right.
Yeah.
And then
we came back though.
Yeah, and I bring you up just to tear you down because the worst memory I have of Candlestick is that Giants NFC championship, Kyle Williams. Oh my!
I already knew what you were gonna say.
You already know. We were there together.
Kyle Williams.
We were there together. I think we just stared at each other for like 10 minutes after the game in the stands. Like, did that just really happen? And so that was the toughest. Yeah, that was a long ride home.
I think that was Jim Harbaugh's first year, right?
Was it his first year? I'm not sure.
Now
it was.
That was the game he fumbled like twice in that game, right?
Yep, 2 punts.
Okay. Yep, once in overtime.
Okay, yeah.
Fourth quarter, I think, and overtime.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Wow, Kyle Williams, man, number 10, forever in my heart.
Everyone's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough one, man. That was rough. I remember. I think I had to be. Because my seat was like way up in the back, like by the camera guy, like way at the very last row. I'm sitting up there, the nosebleeds. He's like way up there. You know what I'm saying? But man, I just, like you said, I remember that place being just so electric, man, when that game started. I mean, I never felt at Candlestick Park at that time and moment that it just felt, a lot like the 49ers against New Orleans, how that saying, but it was nighttime, you know what I mean? Well, eventually got late, but I mean, I remember there was that little bit of fog that was kind of going on, so it was a little wet, but man, I mean, just all the flashing lights and everything. I mean, and from the bird's eye view that I had looking at the field, because I was like in the end zone, but way up in the back, so I can see the whole field.
Yeah.
And I remember just like looking like left to right, just saying like, wow, because everybody was just like lit, excited, and man, it was electric, man. I mean, it was like, and that that was the one game, man. Wow, that was like I really felt that playoff atmosphere, man. Just blew me away.
Oh yeah.
But I'll share, I guess, a couple of my little favorite moments. Now, I wasn't obviously at this game because it was Super Bowl 23 when the San Francisco 49ers were playing Cincinnati Bengals for the second time, and that was in '89. And I just remember I was at this place. I forgot what the name was called, but it was like some bar place called Charlie's or something. I don't know. And people were watching the game, and there happened to be a lot of Cincinnati Bengal fans there, so that game, the score was pretty much, if I remember correctly, was back and forth a little bit, and I was just like, man, can we do this? And because they would get loud and crazy every time, the Bengals did something, and I was just like, I was hating. I remember I was like getting mad, I was just like shut up, what I mean? I don't go home, like what are you doing here anyway? You don't even live in the Bay, no. But I remember, I'm telling you, because back then I used to lose it. And so I was like, man, I remember like pacing around and everything, because now it came down like that final, minute, whatever. And because, that's when Joe Montana, did the drive, and, when he gets in the huddle talking about, he sees John Candy into the end zone, I'm going like, man, talking about John Candy. But there was a couple of big plays that I remember, Jerry Rice had made, my boy, cutting across the field. He caught a couple of real good passes and, obviously moved the chains and got them downfield. And I mean, the clock management was so good as he, working his way downfield. And I was like, man, can they do this? I was like, talk about, I mean, I'm biting my nails, my toenails, everything. I'm just like,
you can reach your feet.
Yeah, pretty much. I was crazy. I'm telling you, man, I was like, everybody was, I'm sure, so.
Right.
And he throws that pass, man, to John Taylor, my boy. I was like,
back at the end zone.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, man, I was excited. So I was like, man. So that was probably that game to me was obviously a big moment. There's obviously so many, but there's another one that that kind of sticks out to me. And again, it was a away game because it was when I think it might have been that same. If I'm correct, it might have been that same year in '89, but the San Francisco 49ers had played the Philadelphia Eagles, who we're going to see again this season. And, Montana, quarterbacking, had Jerry Rice, everybody, we had our boys and man, I remember like almost, good 3/4 of the game. Man, Philadelphia was just killing us. I mean, we were, I think, turning up. I think Montana threw interceptions in the game, 2 or 3 of them in the game. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. You know what I mean? I was like, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna, there's no way. And I think they had like a 20-something point lead on us. But in the 4th quarter, Joe Montana worked his magic, man.
That's what he did.
Yeah, he came, man. It was like, okay, we scored, and we were able to hold off, or maybe got a turnover. I don't know. Got another score, I mean, he pulled off probably one of the greatest comebacks that game. I remember I was like so furiously mad because of that game. Pouting around the house, all looking ugly. I was just like, I just wanted to break something, Yeah, and man, he came back in that game. I couldn't believe it. Like that game to me, of many, my jaw hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow, man, I can't believe we actually came back and won this game when we started out so horrible. I mean, like what could go wrong went wrong in the first 3 quarters. It was mayhem. You would have never thought they would have won that game, but Montana found a way. He came back, man. So. Yes, indeed. Did his thing.
Joe Cool.
That's right. And, another thing that's so special about this year, 49ers celebrating 75 years, right? Ever since 1946, they've been the the one team that's been here. I think San Francisco the longest, out of any other sports team. So it's especially that's another reason why I'm just really pumped up and excited, about this season.
Oh yeah.
Now, usually I was gonna ask you guys if I don't know, have you been up on any Niner news? I haven't heard of any, any new news as of late. I know my boy Williams just celebrated his birthday just the other day. So happy birthday to our lineman, right?
Trent Williams, yep.
Trent Williams, yeah. Just celebrate, and I think also Jimmy Ward. He celebrated his birthday not too long ago. So happy birthday to them guys. So I guess they call Trent Williams now. They call him the Silverback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the Silverback. All right.
Doesn't he have he has a big old tattoo, right? Silverback on him.
Have a silverback, on his back, right?
Oh, he does?
Yeah, a big old tat. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that explains why they call him Silverback. So I guess he's owning the name, so we'll call him Silverback, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, okay. Well, coming into the 2021 season, let me ask you guys this. Right now, who would you say is your favorite player and why? And Jonathan, I'll let you start this time.
That's my guy right there. Fred Warner, man. Fred Warner. I love him since he's fast, physical, smart, sharp. He's everywhere you need him to be, man. Fred Warner's my guy, man. I've been on a Fred Warner train since he went 48. So
Nice.
I got a chance to meet him recently at a youth football camp, and he's a super cool guy. Met him and Kinlaw, and Kinlaw, that guy's a monster of a man. That dude's huge. But yeah, for me it's Fred Warner. That's the guy. That's the field general. He's a quarterback.
Yeah, I meant that. You funny. I knew you'd bring that up because I was gonna upload that picture that you had so I could show it, but I didn't. So
yeah.
But yeah, you guys were at camp, man. So it must have been cool to, were you able to talk to him a little bit?
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to him a little bit in between the drill. We were running and him talking to the kids in a little group session afterwards. Just a couple minutes, but it was cool to talk to him. I'd act natural, right? Hey, what's up, man? But yeah, he was super cool dude down there. He talked to me, you know what I mean, and shook his hand, took some pictures. It was super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that had to be pretty exciting. That's okay, man. All right, so Justin.
Yeah, for me,
2021 season, man. Who's your
97,
guy?
The 97 Nick Bosa. I've liked Bosa ever since. We're about to draft him.
Yes,
I remember
sir.
that draft.
We need that video too.
I thought we had no chance. I thought for sure that, all season long Nick Bosa was the number one pick.
Yeah.
And then once the Cardinals started talking about getting Kyler Murray, I thought, oh shoot, we have a chance. We have a chance to get Nick Bosa.
Right.
And lucky for us, the Cardinals went a different way, and we were able to get Nick, and I think it's worked out pretty well. At least for his rookie year. I mean, last year was pretty bad for the injuries for a lot of players, not just Nick, but
the whole team.
I think this year he's going to come back strong.
Didn't he got rookie of the year, right? His first
he
year,
got defensive rookie of the year, yeah.
Defensive rookie of the year. Okay, there you go.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so he definitely delivered, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was exciting, man. I mean, this guy, man, I think you could almost say he pretty much single-handedly, took a defense.
He turned around that defense. Right.
There,
right. He definitely turned around that defense, and yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's my guy, Nick Bosa.
That's your guy. All right. So that's the bear. The bear. All right. Well, David, I guess judging by your jersey, I guess you were probably right now coattail on that, or is there somebody else?
I'd have to go with Kittle. Kittle is the beast.
Yeah, Kittle.
Kittle.
The people's tight end, man.
People's tight end, yes,
I love
sir.
Kittle.
The guy, boy, that's the guy, man.
And he doesn't stop for nothing.
I hope
Not
to
like
get that guy. I hope to get that guy on our show one of these days. Yeah, that guy's energy, man, is like out of this world crazy. I mean, he's man. I mean, he goes from 0 to 100, like from the beginning of the game to the end, and then at the end of the game, he's running around giving everybody high fives, which is cool, or he's always doing something crazy. But you could tell.
Right.
What I like about him is that he's out there and he's having fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a blessing for any of these guys to make it to the NFL and be players and stuff. And you could tell he doesn't take anything for granted. He's out there, he's really enjoying it, and he's just living.
And it's crazy how we were able to get him in the 5th round. He got passed up so many times, and we were able to get him in the 5th. And that was the year we had 2 first-round picks. We got Reuben Foster in the first round. That was the year we got Solomon Thomas in the first round. And George Kittle in the 5th.
That's rough.
That's crazy.
Something to say about that, Jonathan?
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Solomon Thomas.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, well, good luck, Solomon Thomas. Good luck, Solomon Thomas. Wish you well, man.
Yeah, he was definitely a blessing in disguise, man. You're right. To get him at the 5th round, and for him to turn out to be the great tight end that he is and evolve the way he did, man, is awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
we
man,
got a little 49er nugget right there.
We got our first guest.
Our first guest.
Daya.
What's up, buddy?
Daya.
Yeah, George Kittle, man. That guy, he's got that switch. He just turns it on, and it stays on all game long, man. I seen a story one time where his dad, I guess, writes him letters before each game. He reads them. He would read them on the bus on his way to games, starting in college. I don't know if he's still in the pros, but a part that I loved about that story is his dad said, once he steps in between those white lines, that's not my son anymore. That I don't know that man. That's the kind of mentality you have to have when you step into that game, right? You know what I mean? Once you step in between those white lines, you got to turn around and become somebody else for 60 minutes to play with that intensity, and he does, and he goes all out, and he has fun doing it. So it's amazing to watch. I'm glad he's on my team.
Yeah.
George Kittle.
Again. Yeah, we were really, that was, man, yeah, it was a blessing in disguise, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he does it all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny? I was just watching someone posted this on one of their things, but and I didn't even realize it until I seen it again. But it was the game against the 49ers were playing the Rams, and I don't know, Kittle takes off, he runs some kind of just straight little route, and you hear him say, he yelled Jimmy, like he called for Jimmy, like, hey, throw me the ball, and you actually could hear him call out his name, and I kind of thought, I said, did he actually just call Jimmy to throw the ball to him? So I had to watch it like a couple of times because I was like, I don't remember. I mean, I remember the play and I remember the game, but I don't remember him calling Jimmy's name, for the pass. Like, Jimmy, I'm open here, So, and he caught it, and that was the game. Remember, he caught the ball and he ran with it, and he had like 1, 2, or 3 Ram players that were trying to take him down. He almost scored a touchdown. I think it was down in LA in that game. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no one wanted a piece of him trying to tackle Kittle. They're all scared to tackle him.
It's kind of like that Saints game when he got that 4th down catch.
Woo! Oh yeah,
it took 3 guys to bring him down, and they pulled down his face mask. Yeah, there's no stopping him.
Oh man, that
was awesome.
That was like man, one of the plays of the year right there.
Right,
man.
That's Kittle right there in one play. That's Kittle.
There you go. That's good play right there.
That one, and when he pancaked that one player in the end zone, and the camera was on his face, and he was like laughing the whole time.
Yeah, he's like laughing at him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was great.
He's something else, man. I love that guy. Yeah. That guy's energy is off the charts.
Yeah, the energy is contagious on the field, right? You hear that guy going crazy. You want to go crazy with him, I would think, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, always having a good time playing.
Exactly. Well, I would, my particular play coming into 2021 season, I was going to say, man, my mind just went break. Jonathan Warner. I was going to pick Warner too. And because to me, I mean, his last 3-4 seasons he's played, I mean, this guy's been bringing it like, every game. You know what I'm saying? He's a playmaker. He, knock on wood, hasn't had any, any real serious severe injuries, but man, he's in that game always just, man, he's laying the wood, just hitting people, and you could tell this guy, he studies for a game. Like, it almost seems like he knows the plays almost better than the team. These teams are getting ready to execute. Is like he knows probably half the plays that they're getting ready to do. He's always in position to make that big play. So, he's my guy. But seeing how Jonathan picked him, I was gonna go with a boy, Williams, the cornerback.
Kyle Williams.
No, not Kyle Williams.
K'Wan.
K'Wan Williams. That's right.
K'Wan Williams. There you go. K'Wan Williams. See, I had a blackout with names.
Yeah.
K'Wan Williams, man.
Yeah,
because
nickel corner.
That guy, yeah, and that guy to me also. I mean, a lot like Warner, but obviously different position, what he plays and everything. But man, that little dude, man, is like, I remember when they signed, like when Kyle took and John Lynch, when they kind of took over the Niners and stuff, like he was one of the guys that they kind of signed like right away. And I was like, at the time I didn't really see enough of him, and he was kind of new, and I kind of thought, wow, that little dude, they're gonna, sign him right away. I'm thinking of like other players that probably need to be signed, but now I know why, because this guy even is, not the biggest player, but he's out there making plays. You know what I mean?
He's all over the field.
Yeah, he's like all over the place. I mean, he's a tough little son of what? I mean, this guy is like bringing it, man.
I think he's the most. Man. I think he's the most underrated player on our roster. You know what I mean? He's just. I mean, that dude just hold it down, right? Slot corner is a different position than playing on the outsides, and he takes care of his business in there, man. And he can tackle too, so that's it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a tough position to play. So
yeah,
we're lucky to have him.
Yes. I mean, you hit it on the money, man, Justin. I mean, you don't find too many guys that can play that nickel role the way he does. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad that the Niners were able to get him back this year. I was so glad that he came back, because I thought, he was seemed like he was kind of slipping through the Niners' fingers for a minute there, when they were, going through contracts and, getting these guys, signed up again. So I'm kind of like, oh man.
I thought he was going to go to New York. I guess he's from New Jersey, so go with Saleh. That would have been an easy transition.
Yeah, I thought he would follow Saleh to the Jets, but
is that what was going on? Was Saleh trying to get his hands on him?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was.
I'm sure he was.
He wants a whole defense with him.
Saleh did us a solid. He did. He let us be. I thought he was going to take a couple. I thought he was going to at least take 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Oh man, but yeah, man, that guy, that's my boy, man. I like
good pick. K'Wan is a badass.
And like I said, he's that guy you don't. I mean, not that you don't think about, but you just kind of sometimes forget how much he brings to the defense. And in his play and his ethic out there. I mean, the guy is always just bringing 110% to me. I mean, they all are, but this guy just seems to just, I don't know. I just think because of his size, and he's up there, he's in the grill of everybody. You know what I'm saying? This guy is hitting fools, man. So I'm like, man, this boy is bringing it. All right, so. Seeing how we kind of talking about the defense and the secondary, I was wanted to ask you guys. Now, recently, Jimmy Ward was on with Grant Cohen, who has his own little 49er stream that he does, and he had him on there live, and so he had a few things that he had a few things to say regarding Matthew Stafford. That the Rams had picked up for a quarterback this year. And, of course, they traded Goff to Detroit, right? Detroit Lions. So I was going to just post it up here and just, see what you guys, feel about it and what he, basically what he said. So I'm going to post it here. It says, so this is what he said. Jimmy Ward said, talking about Matthew Stafford, he goes, he's the same quarterback who was on the Detroit Lions, and they still didn't go to the playoffs. And they had Megatron. What was the problem over there in Detroit? So I kind of thought, like, whoa, my boy's pumped up, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I said, I kind of feel the same way. Stafford, I got respect for the guy. He's been in the league obviously a long time and played for Detroit pretty much his whole career, right? So
yeah,
right.
But I don't know. How do you guys feel? Far as do you think by them trading, letting Goff go? What's his name? What's that mean?
Yeah, Goff.
Goff, right? Okay. By letting him go and getting Stafford, do you think that really is going to help? I mean, you think he'll add value to the Rams this year as far as, I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
Well, I'll start with Jimmy's comments, and I think he's just being a competitor, right? I mean, this we're saying is true, but there's a gray area playing in Detroit, coaching defense like that. But I think he's just being a competitor, and he's welcoming the challenge, and he's letting them know, like, you didn't get a new quarterback, and it's just you guys are going to take over around him. You have to come deal with us. That's just the competitive spirit in him. He's starting to talk that smack talk now, and I like it. But I mean, what he says is, the stats are true, but I think that's just Jimmy getting himself pumped up mentally, letting him know that
Yeah. The question is Stafford that much better than Goff? No, I think he's better than Goff, but how much?
Right.
And when he was with Detroit, Detroit. I mean, yeah, he had Megatron and, he had some weapons on offense, but I don't think they had an O-line. He was getting beat up all the time. They never had a defense, So going to the Rams got a, top 5, maybe for sure top 10, maybe top 5 defense over there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But, I mean, he still has to come see us, twice a year. So,
yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
That's right. What about you, David? Anything?
I always like Stafford. He has a big arm. Yeah, just as a fan of the football, he's a good quarterback. But right, you still got to come see this Niner defense over here.
Still got to come see Bosa.
Yep, he's better run. He's gonna be running for his life.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Now it's like you just like triggered me, man. Like now I'm like, oh man, let's talk about the defense. But that'll be another show. That'll be another topic for another show. Woo, man, get me lit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'll agree with you, David. You know what I mean? I'm a Georgia fan. So I watched him in college. He played with AJ Green, no Sean Moreno. So I've always been a fan of him. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hoping the Niners make a strong push for him, but he's on the other side now. So Matthew. Who?
Right. Wait, who was that again, Jonathan? You said push for who?
No, I was hoping the Niners would go get Stafford. I was kind of on board with them bringing the Niners in. I mean, the Stafford in, but since he's on the Rams now, he's the enemy now.
And the Rams still have the same O-line they did last year. Not very good. So
there you go. I like it.
Exactly. But
he's still gonna be running for his life.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're going to still be a tough team to go against, because they are,
for sure.
simply because they're NFC West opponent. And as we all know, the NFC West is probably the most toughest, I think, in the NFC.
Oh, for sure.
The most toughest in the NFC.
Definitely.
But, yeah.
And speaking of the Rams, you hear about their running back going down today? Cam Akers.
Oh,
yeah, they're starting running back Cam Akers. He tore his Achilles today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so he's out for the year.
Oh, wow. Well, see,
yes,
I don't wish that on anybody, especially what we went through last year. But yeah, wow,
Yeah, he was poised for a breakout year this year. I think this is his second year. He got drafted high last year, and then this year, he was supposed to be the starter, and it's unfortunate for him and the Rams that he tore his Achilles training.
Oh, Achilles!
Wow.
Yeah, his Achilles. It's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Good. He's good, man. And like you said, Uncle Doug, we don't wish that on nobody. You know what I mean? We're trying to win, but we don't want to see nobody get hurt. This is how they feed their kids, and you know what I mean. So
exactly,
this is their well-being. So. That sucks, you know what I mean? Next man up. We know all about that, but that was news that came out today.
Right.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and just going back, to our boy Jimmy. Yeah, he also said, and then he had to say this about Jared Goff. He goes, He goes, they went and traded Jared Goff, who went to the playoffs several times and went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he lost. He went to the Super Bowl, though. I've yet to see that with Matt Stafford. So,
damn.
Go ahead, Jimmy. That's all right. Go ahead, kid.
He does kind of have a point there, right? I mean, it makes you kind of think like, yeah. I mean, you had a guy that you was pretty much grooming, and now you got rid of him. But I guess hey, that's NFL for you. I mean, a lot of teams, just like ourselves, I guess, we run out of patience. Like, for example, if Jimmy G doesn't perform this year, well, guess what? Everybody's already, wanting Trey Lance to, jump in there, and people already saying like, probably after the bye week, oh yeah, Jimmy G's gonna be out, and Trey Lance will be in, So I personally hope that's not the case, and I hope Jimmy G does well. I mean, he's our starter, So right now, that's the guy I'm gonna have his back, and be wearing his jersey like I am, But however, I do understand, like, yeah, he is on thin ice and stuff, and unfortunately, he's been injured a little bit. So hopefully he can come back and have a strong season this year, and finish what needed to be done 2 years ago. Get that number 6 goal.
Yep.
All right.
So, yeah.
So I want to say something before we move forward on that. Just touch back on that on the Stafford thing. So Sean McVay's going to try to use him as a scapegoat. That's the reason I couldn't beat you Niners, but we beat you now. That's the only excuse that you got, man. So you better hope you get together now. Because we have the Rams number. So we'll see how that
we do. That we definitely do. And I think, matter of fact, I think it might have been you, Jonathan. Somebody brought it up when we were, back when we were doing our testing. But it's funny that it seems like we have like sort of like the Rams number, when we play these guys,
Right.
And but yet when the Rams play Seattle, like they like beat up on Seattle, but yet we always seem to struggle with Seattle. You know what I mean? So it's such a weird kind of like
the matchups.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, man, but man, this year, man, can we beat Seattle both games?
Yeah. We need to sweep them.
I mean,
to.
Can we just like seriously make a statement and beat the Seattle Seahawks both games this season, please? That alone will really make my year, because I got much respect for Wilson, as a quarterback, but I can't stand them guys, man.
As long as number 3 is back there, man.
I'm still a little sensitive about them flying that damn plane over our stadium. Remember when they were, when they thought they were the bomb? Well, they were for a minute, but they were, you know what I mean? They were flaunting it though, you know what I mean? And they were really putting it in our face. I was like, they flew a plane.
Didn't it say like the 12th man or something like that?
Yes.
Did it say 12th man?
Over our stadium.
I do remember that, yeah.
Remember?
Where at Levi?
At the new stadium, right?
Wow.
I think it was at the new stadium. Yeah.
I'm not remembering that.
Wait, it had to be around. Yeah, it had to be around the time of the new stadium because
that was back when we were struggling, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see them doing that now.
Nope.
Yeah, it was. It was part of the. I think Jim Harbaugh, right? I mean, he was a coach, I think, at the time, and it was right after. If I remember, we went to the Super Bowl in New Orleans, so I think it was maybe the following season after that, because that's when they just started percolating. Like Seattle was just, their defense, everything. They were just, they were dominating, man. But
yeah, maybe it was Jim Harbaugh's last year. We were struggling that last year with Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, and they were and then on top of that, they were eating on our field, man. That memory was.
Yeah, the turkey leg.
Woo! In my mind, man, it's like I remember being there, and I was just like, "Oh man, about being sour." I said, "Now you're eating a Thanksgiving turkey on
the turkey
logo.
legs."
It took me a while to come along to all the time. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I told myself, I said, I'll root for him, and I'll be a fan when he gives me a pick six. And then he did that, and I was like, okay, let's go.
I know
it
that
was a Tampa Bay game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think there was 2 pick six in that game with the Witherspoon too.
Man, that was
that was a hard pill to swallow. Was right, man.
I was like, we signed who? Like,
Sherman.
But you know what? He proved his worth, man. He did his thing. You know what I mean? And turned out to be. I mean, finally got to see another side. Obviously, another side of him that I wasn't used to seeing. So, and I knew it was hard for a lot of the 49er faithful to really accept him. Coming from the Seahawks to 49ers, everybody had a really mixed bag with him. So he had to prove his worth, and he did.
Yeah, he kind of changed his stance and his, and his, I guess, demeanor when he came to play, for the 49ers versus how we talked and acted when we played with the Seahawks. So that made an easier transition, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it always seemed like he played his best against us too when he was with Seattle. He killed us a lot, and he let us know too.
Yeah, he did. He was always running his mouth. Man.
I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm saying. I mean, they had it out for us, and we had it out for them. You know what I mean? It was just that. I mean, to me, it's still a rival. You know what I mean? I mean, I think the Seahawks are probably our most hostile kind of, if you want to call it a rival. But I don't know. Every time we got to see them guys, it's just,
hands down.
Yeah,
every time I see them. As long as they got number 3 back there, it's always going to be an issue. That guy.
Yep.
That guy, he's a problem.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. Yep. But so before we go, because we're gonna get ready to wrap this up, but I'm looking at comments here. We got some folks here.
You got someone out on the East Coast watching.
Yeah, that's my cousin, man. Let's see, my boy Anton Woody. He said, hey, what's up, 49 fans? East Coast here, checking out your live show. Only thing I can remember about the 49ers is Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Super Bowl days.
All right.
Yeah. But that's my boy. I grew up with him, man. And
nice.
He said he was gonna tune in and stuff. And let me see, we got some other comments here, man. Oh, Monica chimed in. She said, my favorite moment, the catch. Rest in peace to Dwight Clark. She told me she was at that game.
Oh yeah.
So man, that's what
she was at that game. Oh man.
Yeah, she said she was there. She was at that game.
It's a great game to be at, that's for sure. Against the Cowboys too.
Oh yeah.
No, Auntie's roots are deep. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got let's see, we got another one here. We got Nadine checking in. What's up, fam? Y'all doing awesome, looking good.
What's up, cousin?
What's up, cousin?
Yep, cousin checking in on us, Shoot, let me see. Yeah, we got a lot of, a couple of little faces here. Let me see. I saw one, I can find it, looking for it. I'm going to post it real quick. Let's see. We got one gentleman, Javi.
Avi. That's my friend Avi.
Oh, your friend. Oh, okay.
He's been some of our tailgate, so he knows what the sipping's going on over here.
What's up? How's it going, man? We got a Niner juice going.
Got that Niner juice flowing. All right. Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, I appreciate them checking in and watching the show. All right. So, yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and we're gonna wrap this up. And it was great show, guys. I think you did an awesome job. I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. And again, it was our premiere show. Our introduction to everybody, the 49er faithful, and all our wonderful friends. And we're going to continue this, man, as the season gets started. Next week, Niners report to minicamp, I think, on the 27th of July. And then training camp will be on, I think, Saturday, the 30th, 31st. I'm not sure. I'm just off the top of my head. Next following weekend. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. Thank everybody again coming out, checking us out, I'm sure, like I said, as we keep going along, it's going to get more fun. More people going to be involved, and we're just going to have a good time, man. We're just going to do it up really good. So I appreciate you guys. 49er Street Squad, we here, we doing it, and let's keep on doing it. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and sign on out, man. Again, we'll see you guys probably next weekend. Near the end of July. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about training camp then and stuff. So I don't know what time, but we will eventually we'll do that. So So we thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you. Take care. We out.
All right.